So, with this video, I'm going to analyze the answers of the questions, the MCQs that I have asked in the mock examinations on the subject digital image processing. So, with these questions and answers, you'll have an idea about the solutions or about the explanations behind choosing those answers. Okay? So let's start the session. I'm starting from the question number 1. So I have given 12 questions, out of which you need to answer only 10 and is getting 1 mark. So that is 10 marks. So the first question asks that the dynamic range of the imaging system is a ratio where the upper limit is determined by option A saturation, B noise, C brightness, D contrast. So answer in this case, as you have already seen, the option A, that is saturation. Always remember that when we are talking about the dynamic range of the imaging system as a ratio, then the upper part, numerator or denominator. So this part is actually our saturation. So the answer is very straightforward. Option A, saturation is the correct answer. Now coming to question number 2. Question number 2, that assume that an image fxy is sampled so that the result has m rows and n columns. Okay, so m rows and n columns are there. If the values of the coordinates at the origin are xy 0, then notation 0, 1 is used to signify option A, second sample along first row, option B, first sample along second row, option C, first sample along first row, option D, second sample along second row. Now see, xy is equal to 0, 0 at origin. So obviously you know that the first one is representing the rows, second one is the representing the column. Now column is actually being the directing to the samples. So 0, as you know, we used to take first index as 0. So this is 0, that is the first row, and 1 referring to the second sample or second column. So the notation 0, 1 is the second sample along first row. So option A is the correct answer. Clear? So during this analysis, question answer analysis portion, if you have any doubt, then don't hesitate to comment. Okay, you may ask through comment. Coming to the next question, the transition between the continuous values of the image functions and its digital equivalent is known as, or is called, option A, quantization, option B, sampling, option C, rasterization, and option D, none of the mentioned. The transition between continuous values of the image function and its digital equivalent. Obviously, that is our quantization. Do remember the classes when I was discussing about quantization. So we are talking about the continuous values of those image function and its respective digital equivalent. So that is the technique of quantization. So option A is the correct answer. Okay, next question is that the type of interpolation where for each new location the intensity of the immediate pixel is assigned. Obviously, the intensity of the immediate pixel will be assigned to which one? Nearest neighbor. Okay, so the answer will be very straightforward, nearest neighbor interpolation, and it is called nearest neighbor interpolation since for every new location the intensity of the next neighboring pixel is assigned. Okay, so answer is D. Then next question, what is the tool used in tasks such as zooming, shrinking, rotating. So obviously that is interpolation, because guys, remember the classes. Just recall the classes I have been discussing about the zooming process, shrinking process, rotating process. So we try to actually interpolating the pixels. So that process is nothing but our interpolation. So I have a very simple question for you. You guys need to answer through comment. Just define what do you mean by interpolation process. Very important. Don't skip this. Write your answer in the comment box that what is interpolation. Next question. The resulting image of sampling and quantization is considered as a matrix of real numbers. Okay, then by what name the element of this matrix array is called? Obviously, sometimes we call it as, maximum times we call it as pixels. And during the discussion of this, I told you that pixel is also known as PEL. P-E-L, Pixar element. PEL stands for what? Pixar element. And Pixar element is of course the image element. So both these options, A and B, are correct. So answer will be C. Okay. So every element is PEL or Pixar element, that is also known as pixel. Then next question, the digitization process, that is the digital image has m rows and n columns, require decision about values for m, n and for the number l of gray levels allowed for each pixel. Then this m and n values should be what? There is nothing other restriction that this m and value should be positive. Okay, so m and have to be positive. Option A is the correct. And one thing I would like to tell you that there is no other restriction. You can take m value and n value as many as is possible under that intensity level. Clear? Then next question is, what is the full form of CDF? CDF, that is our obviously cumulative distribution function. And these things I have discussed while I were discussing about histogram equalization. So option C is the correct answer. Then what is the output of a smoothing or linear spatial filters? Option A, median of pixels. Option B, maximum of pixels. Option C, minimum of pixel. And option D, average of pixels. So we are talking about smoothing. Okay, so that is very common thing that while we go for smoothing, we are actually doing the average. So answer should be option D. Option D is the correct answer. Clear? Next question is, state true or false. Noise reduction is obtained by blurring the image using a smoothing filter. Very correct, because we can do the reduction by smoothing the image. So that is option A is correct. True. The next question, what does the total number of pixels in the region define? Total number of pixels define what? In a region. Obviously, that is our area. Okay. So answer will be option B. The area of a region is defined by the total number of pixels in the region, and the perimeter is given by the number of pixels along the length of the boundary of the region. So that is just same as the concept we have in circle case, area of a circle, perimeter of a circle. Okay. Then next question, what do you mean by term pixel depth? Pixel depth, do remember that it is the number of bits used to represent every pixel in RGB space. So option A is the correct answer. It is the number of bits used to represent each pixel in the RGB space. Next question. So these are the questions actually. So I have explained the answer of each and every question. Still, if you have any doubt, my comment section is open for all of you. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.